Hey guys, so I'm trying out this problem. Spiral matrix. Given an m cross n matrix, return all elements of the matrix in spiral order. Okay, so this is a matrix. We have to return it in this order. See it in the list. Input is this, output is 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 9, 7, 4, 5. Fair enough. And for this, you got this. Interesting bit. So how do you traverse the matrix in this fashion? Go to the first row to the end, then go to the column, then row, then column, then row, then column, and then tick, 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 like that. Okay, row, column, row, column, row. So the very first time I know that I have to go from here to here. I know that there is no, and I can know that I was traveling row. Now I can know whichever row I'm on, I will travel the column. Okay, then whichever column I am on, I have to travel the row. So there is direction up, down. So you have to see the pattern follows. So the direction is right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up. So there is a sequence that we have to follow. Okay. Now the question is, when I'm following going right, till how long can I go right? Right, because this M and N, maybe I feel like they have to change. So what do I mean by that? When I followed right and down, I know that I can no longer, when I'm traveling this in the forward direction again. Okay, so maybe let's do this entire thing. Right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up. I have to decrease for a subsequent right. I have to decrease the number of columns. hmm Fair enough. So let's consider this matrix itself. Right, this matrix has three rows long. Yeah, okay. It has three rows and four columns. Right. So I initialize row equals to 0 and column equals to 0. We have to travel right, that means columns will change. So I'll cover 0, 0 to 0, 3, and I know that there is nothing else. Now I know I have to travel down, so I go 0, 3 to, I know the number of rows, right? So I go 1, 3. Then I know that I have to travel left. So from 1, 3, I go to 1, 0, and then from 1, 0, I go to 0, 0. Oh, not 0, 0. So that's the thing, right? So now when I'm going up, you cannot, the number of rows have to change from 3 to 2. So this change, when does it happen? So as soon as you've covered this row, you have to say that, hey, I cannot go move back to this row. So number of rows, yeah. So what I can do is I can have this row limit and column limit, right? Which is on the left side and left side. So I have left row equals to 0, or rather upper row, right? And lower row equals to 2. This is where I have to go to. Similarly, left column equals to 0 and right columns equals to 3. After I have traversed the first row, I will change my upper row from 0 to 1. And then when I have traversed this column, I will change my right column from 3 to 2. Then when I have traversed this row, I will change my lower row from 2 to 1. Right? Now because my lower row has been changed from 2 to 1, I can only go till less than upper. I can only go till upper row, which is where I only go till here, and I only cover 1 0 to 1 1. Sorry, something wrong here. 0 0 to 0 3, 0 3 to 0 1 2 3, right? 2 2 3. Then from 2 3 to 0, and then you get from 2 0 to just 1 0. And now you go to right, but now when you go to right, you go 1 0 2. Now you have to consider the right, this. You can only go till 2, so which is why instead of 3, now you go to 1 2. And now from 1 2, you want to go down. So you from down, how many, what is the down row? Okay, after you have traversed this, your down row would become 1, yeah. So you can only go till 1, which you're already at. And so you can't move any further, you stop. Fair enough. So you sort of understood it a little bit. Now how to code it up. So there are these 4 directions. We could define based upon the value uh, where it will go. So if it's, for example, if it's let's define this enum, or basically we can choose based on the previous value. Fair enough, but let's define this enum still. So okay, and say direction is equal to right, and number of rows and number of columns, and then I define this up row is 0 and lower row is m minus 1, left column is 0 and right column is n minus 1, right? So now we can do this. We keep traversing and we'll break when the break has happened, and then we will just return, right? And another thing is we need this list. We'll keep adding on the list. So okay, So we travel the direction that we are assigned. If t equals to direction dot right, then what do? We travel in the right. We need the current element as well. Okay, so first thing is I hope this is not the case, but let's still handle empty matrix. And another thing that we do is we add this guy. Let's call it row and column. Okay, now we have to traverse right. So we'll do for c equals to, okay, we have to travel from next guy. So c equals to c plus 1, c is less than equals to right column, c plus plus. You add your matrix row column here. Now, when you come out of this loop, C is actually 1 greater than RC. So do C minus minus. So the C is at our right column. And what else do you want to do? So this row has been covered, and this will be considered the upper row. So this is upper row plus plus. And what else? We have to change the direction. Okay, change direction. Now let's handle all three directions. Right, then you have down. And okay, row will be exceeded once, so we decremented once. And now we traveled down. So the okay, so this column that we traverse, this column is no longer, so this we consider the right column. Yeah, and direction is up. We have to figure out the braking condition, but that is probably, let's first handle this. So here you are traversing, no, so it's not up, it's left. Okay, so in left you're going from, you're changing your columns. And again, makes you 0, and then the lower row is done, and what else? The direction becomes up. So you go from row, because this left column you're done with, and now your direction becomes right. Now, only thing that is left is, hey, how do I break out? So let's think about it. There's another way, which is you can just keep a count. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. Um, so your count is where? And and you start with count as 1. Every time you do list or add, you do your count plus plus. I think that is a good enough thing to do. Okay, let's see and run to fix the compilation errors if any. Class interface or record enum expected. What's the problem? I don't understand. Maybe should I just keep it out for a while? Okay, let's see. No, so this is a function, and this is the class completion. Ah, okay. Another extra this. Fair enough. Oh yeah, you did not return the list at the end. So what's now? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 8, 7, 4, everything was there. After that, you returned 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 8, 7. 4 was also correct, but then you went to 1. Okay, I think I can just walk through to understand. So traverse right, traverse down, traverse left was correct. When you're traversing up, you went till 1, which was not right. So yeah, because you can't go till 0. You can only go till, when you're traversing left, you can only go till left column. When you're traversing up, you can only go till upper row. Okay. All right, this works. Run to see if other one works. All right, submit. Fair enough, it works. So what is the time complexity? It's basically we're just traversing each element one. We're just traversing in that way. So how many of our elements are there? So it's linear. Okay.